Hi, this is Jason, the Accidental Designer. I was recently faced with an interesting situation where I needed to have a figure outline in Adobe Illustrator. And so I was trying to think, how could I possibly do that? And I thought about, well, why don't I use DAZ Studio to help me? So what I have in front of me is a product called the Genesis 8 Mail that you can get for free if you download DAZ Studio. DAZ Studio as a 3D software program is 100% free. It's really kind of nice. Now, you do end up spending a lot of money on various other products that you can get with it. But actually, if you just wanted this guy, he actually comes with DAZ Studio perfectly. So what I did is I went in here, I kind of framed him up kind of how I wanted him to look, and then I just clicked over here on the little camera button and I rendered him. And so here's my actual work process. So after I rendered him, because I already did this so I didn't have to do this, I went to my open and I'm going to go to my desktop and I created a brand new folder here just for this, and there he is. There he is. So this is the figure that I ultimately got. So here's the process that I ended up using so that I could get just an outline of a figure for Illustrator. So what I did is I created a new layer, and then I used the new selection tool that you have here, and I made sure that I selected all of the figure, and you're going to see it immediately selected it. I then clicked on that new layer, and I went ahead and filled that layer with black. So that way, all I'm going to have is a silhouette. I then copied that. I came in here to Adobe Illustrator, and I'm going to create a new document. So create new. My standard that I always use is 2000 by 2000. No real reason. I just happen to like it. So this opens up. So what I was then able to do is I was able to paste that figure in. Sometimes whenever you just open it, it doesn't let you do that. So I'm going to come back over here, make sure I copy this layer. Come on, copy. Then I'm going to come back in here and we're going to paste it. So there we go. So now I have that outline right here in Adobe Illustrator. So then I came up here to Image Trace. I'm going to click on Image Trace and then expand. Now, I actually now have a vector of that image. Now, one thing you always got to be careful of when you're coming in is often you end up with this white background. So I'm going to go ahead and delete that. That way it's not there. So now I just have that image. Now, if you wanted to color this, here's something you got to realize. It's going to come in, it's going to be black and white. So if I clicked on the color, it'll color it for us. So it's kind of nice. Now, if I didn't want to have just the black, I wanted just the outline. So what you could do is come over here and I'm going to click no color, and then I'm going to click on the outline, and then I'm going to click the black color so you can actually just see the outline. And then all I had to do is come up here and make the weight on it a little bit bigger. And I now have an outline of a figure that I can use right here in Adobe Illustrator for any purposes that I have. And that's as simple as it was to create a vector of an outline figure that I could now manipulate for many different purposes. And so this is just a simple way of doing this type of outline using, admittedly 3 different programs, but it's a really easy workaround.